Hello, greetings and welcome to this, my first ever review. I'm Spider-Kel and today I'm going to be doing a Transformers Alternators figure. Now, I've been watching reviews for a long time, for quite a few years to be honest, on YouTube. I have a lot of different people who I enjoy watching, all of which are in my subscribed section, and I've always thought I wanted to give it a go. I wanted to try and start reviewing. But I never had that kick or that push to actually start doing it until now. As one of the guys I like watching once said, if you don't do reviews because you enjoy them, then you shouldn't do them at all. And I've just always wanted to give it a try and just see what it was like. As I say, I've decided to start doing it now for one reason only, and that reason is the Alternators figure I'm going to review now. I've got a lot of different interests. I've got a lot of different things I'm interested in. Films, cartoons, and I'll collect figures for anything that I'm interested in. If I see a film that I really enjoy and then make a figure, or a collection of figures for that film, or even a computer game, or cartoon, anything, I will collect a figure for it. I just love displaying them, and I just think it looks great to like have something that is based on something that you really enjoy. But aside from that, I have a lot of different interests as well, and I do intend on doing a lot of different reviews for a lot of different things. So keep an eye on my site, and I will hopefully start posting up a few different reviews. And I'll try and categorize them as to what they are so you can easily find them, but that's for the future. This is my first review, so we're just going to see how this one goes. Now, as I say, the Alternators figure I'm going to review is the one thing that's pushed me to start doing reviews. And I'll explain why as I'm doing it. It'll probably become apparent why while I'm doing it. So, the figure we're going to review today is Transformers Alternators Rodimus. Now, the Alternators are figures that I really enjoy collecting. Sorry, scratch that. Alternators are figures that my fiance and I really enjoy collecting. They're just beautiful, beautiful figures. You can either have them in the alt mode or in the robot mode, and they look great. Well, that's a lie really. Some look great in the alt and the robot mode. Some look great in the alt mode and terrible in the robot mode, in my opinion. Some look fantastic in the robot mode and terrible in the alt mode. Again, in my opinion. Now, as for Rodimus, this is one that I've been wanting to collect for a long time. Since I saw his picture on the internet, I've wanted to collect him, but he's always been so expensive. Every time you see him, he's like, I don't know, 45 to 50 pounds, and sometimes a ridiculous price, because he's, as far as I believe, what I've just read on the internet, he was released as a standalone figure. Now correct me if I'm wrong in this one, send a comment or let me know. But from what I've read, he was sent as a standalone figure, so I'm guessing that means that he wasn't released as part of a wave. But I've always loved the look of it. It's a fantastic, obviously designed on a Ford GT. Ford GT. Now, I say I've got lots of interests. Cars isn't one of them. I could not tell you anything about the car. I could not tell you anything about a Ford GT. It's horsepower, it's brake power, it's superpower. Nothing. I couldn't tell you a thing about the car. I have a friend who could. She could tell you everything there is to know about this car. I have no question of that. I can't. So I'm not going to even try. It's a Ford GT and it's pretty. That's about all I know. So yeah. So, and I think based on this, it's a fantastic car to base hot. I'm going to probably refer to him as Hot Rod throughout this review. For obvious reasons. Obviously he is called Rodimus, but his original name is Hot Rod, so obviously I'm going to keep on doing that, so apologies for that. But it's a fantastic car design for Rodimus. The only thing obviously that's missing is the yellow spoiler off the back, which would have been fantastic. It would have really completed this figure if they had it. It's not a huge problem that they don't have it. It's one of those things. So but the reason why I want to start my reviews on this guy is because, as I say, I've been wanting to get him for a long time. Now I finally have, and I don't know what to make of him. I really don't. I don't know whether I like him or not. I've watched a lot of other people's reviews on this guy, and a lot of people like him. A lot of people said that they really like, and yeah, for the most part I do. I'm glad I've got him, and I'll never get rid of him. But he's disappointing as well. Now when I bought him, and when he came in his box, so he came in his box, packaged away, with all the fantastic upside down stuff on the back. Got it from Australia. But I got, and you look at it through there, and he looks fantastic. I'm not going to put him in because you get the idea. You know, I'm kind of not in shot here at the moment. Hang on. Sorry, I just kind of realised I wasn't actually wholly in shot, so I just rearranged the camera. But yeah, I really wanted to get him, and a lot of people say that they like him, but I find him quite disappointing for a few different reasons. He just, I don't know how well you're going to make this out, but his paint is, I can't see the screen probably, his paint application, especially at the sides here, I don't know how well you're going to make this out, but this red here is a completely different shade to this red here. And just throughout, the bottom line of it all is he looks cheap. He just really looks, sorry I'm just checking the counter, just really looks cheap, which he wasn't. Although I got a very good deal on this guy. I got fantastic deal on this guy, based on a mix-up. But he looks cheap, and he wasn't, and that bothers me. It really does. And I don't know why he looks cheap. It's made from the same company. It's made from the Alternators range, and I'm just really quite disappointed with it. I mean, like I say, I love it. I'll never ever get rid of it. But it looks different when next to all the other alternators, and it was my dad actually who pointed out that it could well be because all the other alternators have like a very nice gloss effect paint job, metallic gloss paint job, whereas he looks very much like he's been painted with matte, like a matte paint job. I don't know, the red's very faint, it's not very deep. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't strike me as good. As for the car mode itself, I love it. I love this detail on the front there. Very G1-esque on the front there. The doors, fantastic. And this is a beautiful touch as well. The license plate, let me just focus in on that there. There we go. Too Hot, California. Which, brilliant touch. Too Hot, which just references to his hot rod alternate name. Now, just show you a few more things on there. There's his engine bay at the back, with his engine, which also doubles as his gun, which I will get to. Another thing I don't like, but I'll get to that. I'll have a little rant about that later on. His doors, which open out like that, which I really love this pad here where it folds into there. I just really like that. His interior, I don't know how well you can make that out, but his seats there are very there we go. His seats are a very nice design there, and his interior, as with all the alternators, very well designed on the interior. And finally, shut his doors. You have his front there, which is also his boot really, as soon as his engine's at the back. So that's his alt mode. And as I say, apart from the paint job, I love it. It's a fantastic design. It just, for one reason or another, he just looks cheap, and I really don't like that. So we're going to go ahead and transform him now, and then we'll talk about his robot form.